Assalamualaikum. I am Nurul Atika binti Muhammad Azizi as a chairperson.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zarif Mizanuddin as a secretary.
Hello, I'm Ahmad Razim bin Ahmad Sondi as a manager.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hazwani binti Ishaq as HR manager.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aisyah binti Roslan as the CFO.
Okay. As we all know, today we are going to have a meeting. Before that, I'm glad to welcome all board members to the meeting of Sky High Company. Thank you for being present in this meeting. If everyone ready to go, we will start our meeting. Are there any apologies for absent today's meeting?
Sorry, Mia Atika. I have one worker who's not attending this meeting, which is Alia, because she has a meeting with our client. That's all.
Thank you for updating, Ms. Hazwani. Anyone else?
No, madam.
Okay. I would like to hear of the minutes from the previous meeting. There is amendment from our last meeting.
Alright, Ms. Atika. I will present about minute of the meeting from the previous meetings. As the Ms. Atika was mentioned, how our company want to increase our work to motivations. At the first agenda, we discussed about giving initiative to our employees, and then we talk about giving monthly talk and increase social events, and then lastly, give an annual award. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zarif. Regarding to our last meeting, I will continue with a few matters that are arising. So may I know what it is?
Okay, thanks, Miss Atika. Okay, as you all know, last meeting we talked about the challenges that the top management of a company has to deal with to motivate the staff. So, we have not decided yet, and I think what the best way to keep the employees' motivation at the highest level. I think that's my own point, which is create a social event. This is because we can create a lot more activities that include motivation skills to contribute among the employees. So I think that's the best idea lah. I think that's the best idea. Um, are you all agree with that?
Yes, Mr. Razif.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Razim, for updating to me. I hope everything will go smoothly and successfully. And don't forget, if you guys have any problem, please let me know immediately. Okay? Okay,
All
good.
right.
If there nothing else, we will discuss our main agenda, which is you guys know, many people have lost their job as a result of the pandemic. It has become even more difficult for fresh graduates seeing for jobs. Our team is invited to give a talk on how to help fresh graduates secure their position during post-pandemic. So, any suggestions?
Assalamualaikum. I have suggestion about what Miss Atika is concerned about. I also recently think about the fate and challenge of fresh graduates to get a job during the post-pandemic. So my suggestion is we can encourage them with SME. I think one of the factors is that they can learn to make decisions and get things done quickly.
How do you know about this?
Because I have experience myself in SME, so I think it is the great idea for them. So because what I can see is in SMEs, speed is more important than not making mistakes. So this means that their decisions and their actions matter, and they can expect their decision making abilities and speed of execution to level up quickly when they are at the SME. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you for your point. Okay, I will proceed with my point, which is internship. I believe that internship is the best way to fresh graduate to get a job. As we know, internship can give your job experience by introducing you to daily um, uh, rigors and tasks of your field. You also will have professional experience necessary to put into practice and theory and concept you have learned in class. Besides, you have make yes.
Wait. I think when I heard about your points, I think that's not quite safely because, as you all know, when a pandemic occurs, all the activities that we want to do are limited due to movement control orders that government create, which is one of them is we must to protect ourselves from meet each others. So I suggest my suggestion is to is self-employed, which is to we can do our own works without meeting outsiders. So I can give one example, which is mostly a fresh graduate, which is students, ex-students, use shopping online as their permanent works. So they can just work from home, which is just stay at home and sell their things to the customers, just to deliver their things to their house. So they just contact the customer by the phone, not to meet the customers. So it can protect ourselves from COVID-19, I guess.
I'm sorry, Razin. I think I have another point. Maybe we can have a training program for fresh graduate. That's why we can improve their skill and reskill their skills. At the last previous meetings, finance department also mentioned about the budget to develop our company. So I think we can use the budget to develop our company and have a DEX program. Because of that, we can produce many fresh graduates who have a high skill, and we can also absorb them into our company. That's all.
Thank you for your both points. Miss Hazwani, do you have your on point?
Yes, for my point, I think fresh graduates should register any online platform that requires graduate to look for a job, such as LinkedIn. It's because LinkedIn is a great place to look for a job, and graduates should create a profile, even if they have not got much to show. It's because when recruiters Google their name, their LinkedIn profile will be of significance. But graduates should make sure their resume look professional and tailored according to the companies they are applying to. And also, they should matching their skill to the advertised job description. Is especially crucial for employers to view and filter to their prerequisite. So, they should make sure they send the best version of their resume and consistently update their LinkedIn profile. That's all from me.
Thank you, Miss Hazwani, for a brilliant point. Anyone have a objective? Any objective?
Sorry. After I heard all of your content points, I think okay. I think that's not quite safely. As I mentioned earlier, that we must protect ourselves. That's the point. So I think my points is contains to protect ourselves within not to meet each others by the shopping online. Okay, like Zarif point, you say like to train the workers, so it must use a lot of budget. Not only that, it also risk to the fresh graduate because when we do a train, we must to meet each other, right? So I think my point is the more safely.
Sorry, Mr.
Anywhere else?
Razin. Give me interrupt. Excuse me. I think Mr. Razin point is irrelevant because we are already in the post-pandemics. The virus is not longer dangerous for us. I'm sorry, Mr. Razin. I will stick with my opinion, and our company have a budget for that program. I think that's all.
So after I hear your explanations, I want to change my opinion about this matter, which is by supporting Mr. Zari's point, which is to upskill and reskill. Because right now every company switch their traditional systems to digital, so the fresh graduate has no choice but to learn it. As everyone know, during MCO, all work is work from home. Because of the pandemic, digital technologies have become prior to every work. So there are a lot of development of new apps, software, and systems that help in work management. So I think it is important for graduates to upskill and reskill to secure the positions. It's my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Aisha. But when I heard about Mr. Razin point, I would like to add that when you are self-employed, you have full control over every aspect of your company. You're also able to make those any decision. According to the current situation, this is because the world is becoming more modern and we have to adapt to the situation, which is the technology was at the highest level. What about Ms. Hazwani?
I think I more agree with opinion by Mr. Zari. It's because with upskill and reskill, the fresh graduate can apply job outside their industry, but they should make sure that stock of their skill set and consider looking for opportunity outside their industry of choice. While this may not be ideal for them, but they can always switch back to their preferred industry when the employment market recovers. That's all.
Okay, thank you. So is that the case? We all agree with Mr. Zari's point. Any other objection?
I think okay. I stick with the Zari point after heard all of their details. So yes.
Okay, thank you everyone. I hope we will take an action regarding all these issues. And any other business?
Yes, I want to make an announcement that the toilet on level 5 is under maintenance due to the broken pipe. So according to the plumber, it will probably take for 2 days.
Okay, thank you for the information. So before we end our meeting, may I know when our next meeting, Mr. Zarif?
Yes, Miss Atika. In the schedule of Miss Atika free on the dates of 6 February on Monday. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zarif. If that's so, we can end our meeting. Everyone can dismiss. Thank you for coming and see you in the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.